Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, then welcome. Tanchikia wa Mizumi. My name is Abigail, or Abby, Abigail Dishnikashun. I am Métis and autistic and love talking about autism stuff, so this is where I do that. And I have been going through the 30 Days of Autism Acceptance prompts made by my friend Audie J on Tumblr. It is now May, and I've still got 10 prompts left to do. I fell very behind, but it is what it is. Health issues happened. Working it out. And I will eventually catch up. Finish them all sometime this month. For now, I'm just going to do the prompt for April 21st. It's a little bit of a longer and more complicated one. I did not bother doing a script again because, it's a tough one. Not necessarily because it's complicated, just because of personal experiences that are related to it. So anyways, here we go with the prompt for April 21st. Do you feel like you are easier / more prone to being taken advantage of because of being autistic? Do you have trouble telling when people are being deceitful or have bad intentions towards you? Is there anything you do to combat this? Do you have people that help you with this? So, if you've been around a while and have seen some of my other videos, you've probably heard by now that I was in an abusive living situation for a while a few years back. This person, I thought that they were my best friend. I was very wrong about that. So, yes, I do think that I am more prone to being taken advantage of because I am autistic. I remember back in high school, someone I used to be friends with, flat out told me to my face that I am very easily manipulated. They were right. I like to see the good in people. I don't like to believe that people have bad intentions or are cruel. I just don't understand the point in all of that. I learned as a child to treat others the way that you would like to be treated, and I just went with that, and I don't understand how other people just didn't learn that lesson. To me, it's very bizarre. So I have a habit of just always assuming the best, and unfortunately, reality just isn't like that, which I think is very sad. So I do have trouble telling when people are being deceitful or have bad intentions towards me. I just don't understand why people would be like that. And again, going back to the lying thing from several days ago, I was taught that it's always best to be honest, and I therefore just am honest myself, and I can't understand why other people wouldn't be honest. And this is also why I changed my mind about pursuing acting and theater as a career too, because for one, when I graduated, it was COVID, so all theater stuff was just shut down. And two, at around that time, there were a lot of stories coming out about different Broadway producers who were extremely abusive towards the people who were in the casts of the shows that they were producing. And I know myself, and I know that I would not have been able to handle being in that kind of environment if I had the misfortune of working on a show with abusive people in positions of power. And of course, that is also very prevalent in film and television as well. So just as much as I love acting, it's just not a safe environment for me in a professional setting. So yeah, I have had the misfortune of having to live with abusers and discover that some of the people who I thought were my best friends in the entire world were actually very abusive and taking advantage of me, and having to entirely give up my dream career because, again, people in positions of power who are abusive. And I am a people pleaser. I assume the best in everyone, even when I shouldn't. I give out way too many chances. The abuser that I lived with had previously screwed me over, and then I let her back into my life and gave her too many chances, and it just totally messed me up. Is there anything I do to combat this? Well, I've cut off people who were my friends in order to protect myself from that one abuser. I changed. It's hard to say changed careers because I never really got a start in professional theater. Still trying to figure out what I'm actually going to do as a career for the rest of my life. Trying to get things going with the writing and the resin craft. I feel a lot more secure since figuring out that I am a little bit more introverted. Kind of always knew I was introverted, but then wasn't 100% sure that was true. But, well, maybe it's just less that I'm introverted and more that there just aren't really a lot of people around that I have the time to spend time with because of being an adult, and I'm just secure enough in myself to be comfortable being alone and doing whatever. I've also been extremely unwell for a very long time, so alone time is helping me feel better. So, like, I don't feel like I'm pressured or need to go out of my way to have a lot of friends and please them. I can just take a step back and let myself breathe instead of feeling like I have to bend over backwards to have any friend, to the point where I'm trying to please someone who is very toxic. The thought makes sense, but I'm not sure if it's coming out in words that make sense. Maybe I should have scripted this after all. I'm also just staring at a wall, and you're only getting the side of my face. I am sorry. I did not plan this well at all. Over here is where the thoughts are. The camera is here. Sorry about that. What was I saying? Okay, rest of the prompt. Do you have people that help you with this? My partner is wonderful. He helped me get out of the situation with the abusive living situation and has helped me make it easier for me to cut off the toxic friends that were adjacent to that. He's wonderful, yeah. But yeah, yeah, that one was a doozy of a prompt. Unfortunately, I've had very bad experiences with this. So yeah, that was the prompt for April 21st. I will continue to get through the rest of these this month. Now that it's May, I'm not really feeling rushed because I already passed the April deadline. But it's fine because deadlines are not real where this is concerned. This isn't like school or work. This is just me sharing my experiences. So anyways, thank you for watching. Merci pour ton temps, and I will see you again in the next video. Bye!